Ladies and gentlemen, this gives me great privilege this morning to introduce to you somebody who's spent a bit of time in Cape Town, but joins us now via a Skype call to chat a little bit about her latest upcoming role. Charlotte Hope, welcome to the Ryan O'Connor Breakfast Show on Smile FM.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Now, South Africans will recognize you obviously from the various roles you've played. Game of Thrones comes to mind. You've headlined Starz, The Spanish Princess as Catherine of Aragon. You've also Catch Me a Killer. And South Africa's first ever serial killer profiler is where we'll find you next.
Yes, yes. Very, very
Each
exciting.
episode, by the way, looks at another of her cases. It's got such a great report. I read through some of the previews of this, and it's getting great rave reviews. Now, playing the role of a serial killer profiler, it's
Mm.
quite an intense role. Charlotte, what kind of prep do you have to research to become a serial killer profiler?
Well, I mean, I was only playing one, so so it was no, but I basically did like a whole ton of research into
Yeah.
psychology. Like I tried to do like I'm a real geek and I'm like so I love studying. Like if you give me any opportunity to study, I'm super
Mm,
excited. So I was really like just fascinated to go back to like kind of like just the pillars of psychology, like just going back
mm.
to Freud and stuff and trying to understand all of that. And then Micki herself wrote like several incredible books, and she also
Yes.
sent me like a PhD. So I'd kind of studied all of her work. And then I was just like, I mean, it was 11 scripts. So I was just kind of, I don't think I took a day off between like August and Christmas Day. I think I took Christmas Day off at least, but there was a point when I was really like, I was like, no, I must be working on Christmas Day also. And my boyfriend was like, honey, just like relax. You're gonna
Take
be
a
okay.
day. Yeah,
Yeah, just
enjoy a day at least. Um, a little bit about Catch Me a Killer. I mean, what can we expect? Those that haven't seen it, what can they expect to see in Catch Me a Killer?
I mean, it's pretty dark. Like
Mm,
these are like it's a true crime, so they're real serial killers and real victims and real families, and like we kind of each episode or two episodes is like a different case looking into it. But also because we're going with this like psychological bent,
mm,
it's really like a deep dive into the psychology, why these killers behave the way they do, understanding them, not in order to like condone their behavior, but in order to find that empathy so that you can catch them quicker. But I think that gives a kind of an interesting, like, it means that the show never feels gratuitous in its
sure.
depiction of violence. It's really
Yeah.
about the like a why done it as opposed to a who done it. And then it's also a kind of like a character study of this like amazing woman who's a complete underdog. Like she's brought in as this profiler and like in the man's world, and they're all very kind of like suspicious of her, like what they see, what it appears to them as like I guess not real policing, and she proves
Sure.
them wrong over the course of 10 episodes. And also in the process of that, like she kind of starts to unravel at the seams because also if you're kind of like she's living in this incredibly dark space, like trying
Yes.
to understand the perspective of these serial killers, and she is herself a psychologist, so you've got a level of self-awareness where she's then starting to unravel. I mean, Micki herself suffered some horrible PTSD
Sure.
as a result of this, but has that self-awareness that she is unraveling. It's a whole lot of layers, basically.
Let me tell you, I do not envy the people say, "Oh, Charlotte, you've got such a glamorous life. You travel the world. You get to do these amazing projects." And then they come and they go, and then somebody phones you up from an office and goes, Charlotte, I remember that series you did, and now you've moved on, right? Your career is in other roles, and you're learning, and you're grasping, and you moved on. And they go, okay, remember that role you played? We need you to help promote that, right? So we need you to take you back to then and wake up early because we need some radio station in Cape Town, South Africa, to talk to you about this. And you're going, this isn't what I was thinking when I wanted to be an actor. That I'd be up at some ungodly hour promoting a series I've done, a while back. And anyway, so here we are. And I want to talk about
No,
the,
but you know what
yeah,
I will say though? I really appreciate you saying that. And I'm all for trying to get actors lions because everyone loves to sleep. But I'm genuinely so proud of this show, and I had
Yes.
such a like amazing time making it that any opportunity to go back and revisit it, I'm like so excited to get that opportunity because it really like Cape Town was just an incredible place and the crew was so amazing. Any opportunity to come back to Cape Town, period, I'm like would absolutely love because I just loved the city. But like especially to see those people again, I really miss them.
Well, listen, you're a genuine talent that we are so privileged to be able to get on Showmax in South Africa. Folks, if you haven't seen it yet, it's on Showmax at the moment. Playing the role of Micki Pistorius, Charlotte Hope plays the most incredible. And you know, when South Africans have anybody outside of South Africa coming into South Africa to play a South African,
I know.
we're often we're hypercritical about people and their roles and the roles they play. But you really have hit a home run. Everyone that's seen it and engaged it thinks the same, and so we're delighted to be able to tell our listeners to go and watch it if they haven't seen it yet. Charlotte, thanks for getting up so early and coming to chat and being so alive and so cool to chat to you at this time of the morning.
Oh, you're very good. No, I mean, to be
We look
fair, I
forward.
actually wake up at like 5:30 naturally in the morning anyway. So this is effectively late afternoon.
Thanks for joining us on Smile FM, and we look forward to seeing you in Cape Town soon.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Charlotte.